Well, if you've already seen her, you've ruined my introduction, by golly. I was going to keep it a secret. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Raquel Welch. We're very happy to have you with us, Raquel. I told you we had a pretty one today. Raquel, you are probably one of the busiest, most promising young stars in Hollywood, and it didn't start overnight. When did you get your start, and what did you do first?
Well, gee, it was a long train of things that I did. When I first came here about 2 years ago, Dick, I did a Hollywood Palace show. I was a Hollywood Palace billboard girl for a long time. And then I branched into some television roles in the half-hour comedies, Wendy and Me and McHale's Navy and things like that.
Now, wait a minute. Before you did that, you worked in the legitimate theater, did you not?
Yes, I did, in La Jolla, where I was brought up, which is a surfing town. I did La Jolla Playhouse things in summer stock, and also worked in our community theater there, which was called the Drury Laners.
Now, this brings to mind what I imagine a lot of young people are thinking. Gee, you know, she's a pretty girl and all of that, but heck, I can act. I'd like to do that. You think they ought to come to California and start to act?
Well, no, not exactly. I think that if you really want this kind of a life, you should try for it. But I do think that it's very important that you have a background in it, because even though it depends a lot on luck, when the opportunity does arise, you have to be prepared for it. You see.
Do you believe luck plays a big part in success?
Oh, I think it does in a great many instances. Say, when an instance comes about in sort of a lucky way that is sort of a fluke thing that you really never planned on. It was somebody that you knew or something you didn't even really think would happen that way at all. But if you have the background and the training and the ability, then you could take advantage of it. If you don't, then it just goes by and forget about it. You've lost it.
Now, I want to ask you what might be an embarrassing question. A little while ago, you appeared in a 2-page spread in Life magazine in a bikini, and you're amply proportioned to fill any bikini. Is that an absolute necessity for a young actress to pose in a bathing suit to get recognition?
Well, I think that it is. If you're attractive and if you have a good figure, I think that you're foolish not to use this vehicle to a certain extent. I don't think you need to go all the way, overboard with a thing and
say no more. Say no more.
Altogether. But I think that was a beautiful photograph, and I'm very proud of it. And
I'm not
helped my career.
Casting any aspersions on the photograph. It was magnificent. I just, no, we were talking about dramatic training and all, and I'm sure a lot of kids wonder if that's a part of the game. I suppose it is. Tell me a bit about the people you worked with in the Fantastic Voyage.
Well, I probably worked with some of the greatest actors in the world. Donald Pleasance, I don't know if the younger group knows about him, but he's the best actor in the world, practically. Arthur Kennedy is a fine actor. Stephen Boyd, these are marvelous people, and I learned a great deal of how to be a professional from them. There's no pettiness, there's no fighting or dissension among them. There's complete cooperation with them as they work together with the director and with everyone who's involved.
Those are the real pros. Let me switch fields for a second. You're in a picture now that's in current release of interest to young people. What's it called?
Oh, Swingin' Summer.
Who's in it? Is Jim Stacy in that one?
Yes, he is, and he's a doll. I think that he'll do a lot in the business. The Righteous Brothers are in it, too, Gary and the Playboys, and I myself do a song and dance number. I wish I had some film to show you today, but it will be in the L.A. area in about 3 weeks. So
across the rest of the country, too, I presume.
Yes, it's been released elsewhere, all through the South and the Midwest and back east.
It's called Swingin' Summer.
Yes.
May I ask you what you have on? What do you call this outfit?
This is a culotte dress.
It's a pair of pants that looks like a dress?
Yeah.
Isn't that gassy? Raquel, thank you.
Thank
Nice
you.
to have you with us.